Good morning all. Cheers. Have I asked this before? Is cheers something you do with a coffee? Don't you need to cheers with alcohol? That's silly. I mean, I could put alcohol in my coffee. Hi everyone. Yum yum coffee.
Super chat!
Crazy boy. What was that for? Thank you. Irish coffee, yes. Mate, you gotta stop doing that. Thank you, I appreciate it. Wow, that flag is really blown out in colour. Let me just see if I can improve that. It's a little bit...
Is it Christmas yet? Says just feeling you and putting up with my Christmas countdown.
It's always Christmas. Every Wednesday is Christmas when you're around, Crazy Boy. And Moo Johnny. I think that's a bit better colour. We'll see what happens. Got a fun adventure today. But I need more coffee.
Is it Christmas yet? Says 16,687,690 seconds to go.
16 million seconds. Oh, no. That's funny. By the time it actually reads that out, it's wrong though, right? Because you need to already deduct 5 seconds because it takes 5 seconds to read it. Okay, no, forget it. So Mark says we toast happy coffee. Happy coffee, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I'll forget though. I'll still say cheers. I've always said cheers. I don't know why. It's stupid. Anyway, okay. Hey, Aaron. Okay, lots of people in the chat already. I'm going to...
Christmas yet? Says think you have just defined your next project at Christmas time deduction API.
No. I'm no. Brian writes APIs. Get Brian to write a Christmas time deduction API. Yeah, no, I don't do APIs. I can't even get any of my coding done, and I should not be writing APIs for people. My code is shit. Anyway, you all know that. All of you that have seen me code on a stream know that. Yeah, anyway.
Is it Christmas yet? Says how are you all health-wise?
I am... I'm doing much better. My coughing is almost gone. Not gone. Almost gone. And I just need to catch up on some sleep now. Which you can never catch up on sleep. And yeah. Chromecast doing 1440 again. Oh no. Restart. Have you tried rebooting it, Rhoda? I got COVID. Yeah, I was very sick for a couple of weeks. This is week 4, I think, and yeah, I'm still short on breath. If I exert myself too much, including lots of talking, and then it kicks off my coughing. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'm feeling much better, much better. Stream is at an amazing 68 kilobytes a second. Hey, I remember having a 24 board modem, 24K kilobaud modem. So, 68 is pretty good. Marius, hello. Okay, let me quickly say hi to folks in the chat. Mr. England, it's moo time. Is it moo time yet? It is. Moo. Jerry, hello. David Esser, Crazy Boy, Cullinator, hello. Tishipu, Alan, Andy Calloway, hello. Rob is here early. What happened, Rob? I'm glad you're here early. That's awesome. I hope you're well. Henrik, hello. Johnny. Michael is up early. Oh, Jesus. Michael. Adrian, hello. Peter, good morning. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce what you said at the end of that. Rota, hello. Eric B. Wirtz, hello. Samuel, hi. Mark Goldberg, hello. Loki, hello. Sid. Rota. Does I have a Rota? No. I did. Anyway, twice. Rota gets two hellos. Andrew, hi. Graham, hello. Another early riser. Aaron. Paul, hi. Luminator, hello. What did Johnny just wrote? Yes, we'll get Brian to do it because Johnny's sponsoring on GitHub for sure. Brian, make it so. What was that flash? Did anyone see a flash? Okay, maybe my eyes are going funny. Hang on, I was just trying to read something. Got a terrible spot just inside my nose. It really hurts. Ouch. Okay, thanks for sharing that. Yes, US Robotics 28.8. I had a 40.
Hermanto says hello, Siegfried.
Hey, Siegfried. I had a 14.4 as well. I had a
Super chat.
Hey Johnny, sex rules. It does. Thanks, Johnny. You don't have to remind anyone. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I had a 1200 baud modem. My very first modem was 1200 baud.
Marius Meyer says hello, Sandra. Go to bed.
Hello, Sander. Talking to you, one of your kids. That's really funny. Francisco, hello. CRS1, hi. How good are these cameras? 3 appeared in your post box. Really? By accident? I don't know. I've not plugged one in yet. I'm going to do it now. I've had them for a little while. I was the very first batch, but I haven't had time. So we're going to find out today. Dutch Taurus, hi. I'm still saying hi to people. I'm still trying to go through the list. X-Micron, hello. Fognology, hello. Wow, 110 on a TTY. Wow, okay, that's slow. John Meeking, hi. Braden, hello. Mr. Tada 98, hi. And I think I've got everyone. I started with a Novation Cat 300 board. Wow. Okay. I think we had a my dad had a 300 baud modem, and we used to view teletext with it, I think. And then we got the 1200, but it was really flaky. It was never reliable. I don't know why. Hey Tony, hey Renee, and then
Super chat.
What? Loki. So does DKK. Okay, well, you know what? Everything's good except for AUD. So let's just. Hey Chris. Try again with open. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get this new camera working. Yes, and then oh hey Austin, and then we're going to have a look and see maybe. Yes, no laughing, Chris. Got some old 1200 baud modem chips. Always wanted to try and build a wet string and cups net. A what? A wet string and cups. Oh, a wet string. Right, I got it. Yep. I couldn't work out what it was for a second, but yes. Okay, Christos, hello. Started 300 red my first BBS on my 2400 board. I actually got 2 telephone lines put in because I was running a BBS, but not for long, only for about 6 months. Yeah, I was going to get more telephone lines put in. It was just ridiculous. Telephone lines in Australia were excessively expensive at that time. Okay, at this rate, I'm just going to finish my coffee and talking. We should start. Now, I saved you all a lot of pain by pre-preparing a clean Raspberry Pi to work from with a 64-bit operating system installed with a desktop and everything else brand new, fresh. It only just booted it just now, so that will at least mean that we don't have to sit there watching, you know, the Raspberry Pi image burner going. Apologies in advance if I do start coughing. I'm not going to be able to get to the mute quick enough. I am dropping frames. I seem to be dropping some frames. I don't know why. It keeps going in and out of red and green. Hey John. Yep, it keeps cycling between.
Oh, I wish it could be says another flash.
I didn't see another flash. I might need to restart OBS. I do not know what's going on. It keeps going green, red, and I don't know why. Could just be bad internet today. It could be Vecna. Yep. Vecna's done it. Hey Paul's projects. This mystical. I've got quite a few Raspberry Pis here. I'm a collector, hoarder. I don't know. I also seem to have lost. Oh, maybe it's come back. I lost most of my concurrent viewers. There's definitely something going on with the internet. I don't know if it's YouTube side or my side. But the bitrate went up to okay. As my frame rate drops, Rhoda's bandwidth is improving. That's good. Good to know. Okay. So what did I get? Well, for those that aren't aware...
Oh, shit could be says I've just lost MS online at work.
Oh, okay. FidoNet. Yeah, everyone should be still here. I just don't know what the dropping frames is. Anyway, okay. I'm going to turn on the lights. Everyone, look away. Alexa, turn on fire. Oh, okay. So finally got a Pi 0W. Had to buy it as a startup kit. I got a 0W as soon as they came out, and sitting over there doing nothing. And I wish it was more powerful because I'd use it for this project because it's nice and small. But it's not, and so I won't. Oh, see, now we're dropping frames again. Sorry, I'm going to stop talking about the drop frames. If it becomes too bad, I'll have to restart OBS. It won't kill my stream. Maybe I should restart OBS now before we continue. I can try. I don't know if that's going to be the problem, though. Or they're going to be the solution. Well, let's just keep going first. If it becomes really bad, can everyone... No, it just dropped again. Do it. It's pretty bad. Yeah, okay. I'm going to restart OBS. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to switch it to... I don't think it's going to let me restart without killing the stream. I think we're going to have to live with it. Thought he'd never leave. I wonder, let me see if I can drop my frame rate. My, no. It's not going to let me drop my connection. Yeah, can everyone stop downloading the internet? You're making my stream go really bad. Okay, I'm going to try to kill OBS. I'll actually kill it. Back in a moment. Okay, I might be back. I don't know. Am I back? Please tell me I'm back. Okay, good. Yay. Let's see how this goes. No, now I look back. Okay, that was a really bad joke. I got new wheels, Braden. I bought new wheels that don't have locks on them, so I can't kick the locks with my feet. It's great. It's much better. Hey, Beata. And anyone else that joined during that quick break that I missed? Try rebooting my router. No, I think this. We'll try this. It's probably my Mac related. Okay, let's go. No more stuck chair. So, whoa, that is out of focus. I apologise to anyone that just. Ugh. Anyway, I got two Pis sitting here that I'm going to work on. Well, this is my optical inspection Pi. This is my optical inspection 3, my new Pi that I'm going to do the camera on. But let's have a look at what I got. So, I have already opened these. I showed my patrons already, but then I put them back in the box. So these are the new Arducam Hawkeye cameras. These are their new, there was a Kickstarter campaign, 64 megabit autofocus with digital zoom, and they are fully compatible with the Pi, as in their standard Pi camera. So they plug into the Pi just like the V1 and V2 cameras do, and they even come with these little nice cases that protect it, and it's the same format camera. Oh, that's got a mounting. Didn't know that had a mounting thing at the back. I've actually I've got a longer cable which I can put in if I need to, but we're going to just play with this as it is first. So this has to go into the CSI port of the Pi, which I'll plug in a moment. I've got 3 of them, and the third one was interesting. I made a bit of a mistake, a bit of a foobar. How much were they? They weren't that expensive. They were like, from memory, I think they were like $40 each or something, $40 US or something each. Yeah, the cables are a pain, but they're fast. So I bought this third one, and I made a mistake on it. I didn't realize what this was. It was my own fault. I saw HDMI with this kit, and I thought, oh, awesome, a HDMI interface for the camera, so I can use it like HDMI. I can plug it into a HDMI port. But no. So Greg Davil corrected me. This is just a HDMI to PC interface, just conversion, so I can run a long HDMI cable to join 2 ends together. It's not actually a HDMI interface. I thought it was. I was going to connect this up inside my pick and place machine and use one of the NDI, HDMI to NDI boxes to be able to get footage out of my pick and place machine without having to have any cables other than power. That's what I got this for, but apparently that's not what this is. So now I have a third spare camera. Yay. So let's what am I missing on the chat? Yours is 112 US. What? No. I'll have to, let me see how much mine was. Mine was cheaper than that. I got it on the Kickstarter at the start. Arducam. Yeah, no, mine were cheaper. I paid $121 for 3. That's US for 3 with, and one of them had the HDMI adapter. So yeah, much cheaper during the Kickstarter. So have you considered using SRT instead of NDI? Way less resource, especially on the Pi. No, I was not going to use the Pi for it. I was going to. I thought it was a HDMI interface for the camera, so I could use it like a Bird Box NDI box, have no Pi at all. Yeah, I paid for DHL Express shipping, so I got mine really quickly. So my shipping cost me a little bit more. So yeah, like I wasn't going to stream it from the Pi. That was the point of when I thought I had a HDMI interface, but no. So yeah, it's pretty good pricing. So let's have a look at the specs. Or this is the instructions, the manual. I've even downloaded the manual. The interesting thing, so I've got an idea of what I want to do with this to potentially not need to use any of the mechanical stuff that I built for my optical inspection machine. So the specs of the camera are pretty good. No, I don't have any question. Go away. So it's 64 megapixel, and it's got both manual and autofocus, and you can do stepped focus with it. It's its focus is 8 centimeters to infinity, and that's what's interesting, because that is much closer than I was expecting. 8 centimeters is much closer than I was expecting to get. Now, obviously, it's got a pretty wide viewing angle, 84 degrees, but there are ways to counter that. Hey, James. They don't have the C-mount, no, which is annoying. That would have been really convenient to be able to stick my microscope lens. I've got a spare microscope lens. That would have been good to be able to mount that. But there are ways you can jerry-rig that. Found it on a Swedish site for $250 US for the camera. Well, you can't get them yet. They're still shipping pre-orders. It is a rolling shutter type, obviously. But what's interesting about this is it's got a digital zoom. It's got 10 times digital zoom. And I get digital zoom is crappy, just, getting noise and pixelation, whatever else. But I want to know if I can, when I'm digitally zooming it, if I can move it to see where it captures. I don't know if I can or if I can't. Not move, you know what I mean. Or whether it's a fixed center zoom. But anyway, so it looks impressive, and for the price, look, I was just going to jump in. I want to try it anyway. It could make a really good, potentially just a really good webcam. Who knows? And the pictures that they're getting out of it, where are they gone? Where did the pictures go? Right, they're really impressive pictures, I got to say, for a camera on a Pi. It's quite impressive. Same video mode though, so not better. Maybe, depends. Yeah, anyway. So I have set up, as I said, I've got a, so there's the manual. I've got a Pi set up, I've logged in, ready to go. I've also, I've also SSH into that, and I've also SSH into my old one, which has got all my code on it for my detection stuff already. So I guess the first thing I should do is turn it off and plug the camera in, right? That would be, probably a really good starting point. I want to disconnect, sudo shut down now. Okay, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to plug the camera in. It's annoying how bad webcams are, like webcam with the DSLR lens mount. Airporting Bruce. Oh, Bruce. Hello, Bruce. Yay. And I'm so glad your Reflow Master Pro arrived before you left. It would have sucked if they sent it back. And that was super fast. It got to you. Incredible. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to here. I'm going to unplug it. And I'm going to plug it in. And I might take this... Oh, do I have to unscrew it to get it off, do I? Thinking I might... well, maybe I can... I want to get the longer cable in, but maybe for the moment it doesn't really matter. So I want to be able to lift it up. So that's not... Yeah, I might have to get it... Do I have to unscrew it? I don't think I can get my fingers in there. Maybe? No, okay. Let me unscrew this. I mean, the case is nice, but, you know. Okay, let's look at the back, see what's on it. Oh, come on, focus. Is that too close? Set. There we go. So, That's what's on the back of the board, on the camera board. Hey Christopher, and hello to anyone I haven't said hi to. Pretty packed in. I wonder how hot it's going to get. Okay, so let's take this one out. And let's put this one in. Oh, I zoomed in and then you can't see me, sorry. Okay, hope that's in. And let's plug this one in. Hope I'm doing it the right way. Can never remember. Okay. So I think we're good. We've got a really long cable now. I'm going to plug this back in. Why did I unplug it? I've got a switch on this. It's really silly. And I'm going to screw this back together, back into the case while we wait. Please tell us your dreams for the Tiny S2. What? Who what? I've got Tiny S2 that arrived today and a stepper driver and some big dreams. Ooh. Excellent. Big dreams. Just be careful. Do not power the stepper directly from the 5 volts on the Tiny S2. If you're going to, stick a nice big flyback diode on there, and a nice big cap if you do, or better yet, use external power. Oh, we dropped a few frames again. Is it still drop? Really? No, it's only... Oh, it's dropped 400 frames since I restarted. I think it's just the internet. I'm really not sure what else I can do. But I don't want to restart my Mac.
Christmas says sweet dreams are made of this.
Sweet dreams are made of this. What, screwing in cameras? You lost your frames yesterday. They were on my head. I wonder if I can find my lost frames somewhere. That's a good band name. Flyback diode. Okay, so it's taking a long time to boot. Oh, maybe it's booted now. Okay, so we have a camera plugged in. Green light is still on the Pi, doing a lot of work. Okay, so let's go back to here. I have plugged it in. I've turned it on, and I should reconnect. Yay. Oh, it's going to make me want to resize this again. That is so annoying. Plus. What? Why is that not resizing? Zoom in. Shift Control plus. Shift Control plus. Oh, here we go. Must have hit the wrong key. Bigger. There we go. So, when can we fix what Xeon is doing? What do you mean? You're going to tell me how to do it better? Have a 12 volt 2 amp supply for the step bar and want to try one of these teeny weeny MPM buck regulators for the Tiny S2. Awesome. Cool. Sounds very cool. Yeah, there's a few dropped frames, and Aaron, for some reason, I don't know why. Could be the internet's. Okay, driver installation. Really? Just want to copy it. Is it going to let me just copy that line? Okay, we're going to do a bit of time, so paste. Oh, wow, didn't let me copy it. Copy. Well, that's a bit nasty. Paste. Okay, it's nice big font so everyone can see what I'm doing, although it might be too big. Maybe I'm just going a little bit too silly. I hate how you can't just do paste in here. Okay. I probably should have put all this into a folder, maybe. Security at the airport went through my entire bag. I think it was Feather S3. Really? Ooh, what was that? Did not like what I just copy and pasted. Okay, I gotta not be distracted just for a second. I need to do this. No, it's probably my kids. It's definitely my kids in there destroying my bandwidth. But they do most mornings that I'm streaming. What do you mean just right click then it works like paste? I gotta right click and click paste. Okay, I should just be able to do a normal paste. Anyway, doesn't matter. Get off my LAN. Get off my lawn. My LAN. It's fine. I don't want to jinx it, but it might have stopped dropping frames. But I probably just jinxed it. Okay, install the kernel driver. So many steps. What do kids watch on the internet? Oh no, I have to reboot. Really? Ah, yes. Bye. It should reconnect again. And while that's happening, I'm going to quickly mute my sound and blow my nose. It's 7 in the morning. I really don't think they can go up the road and get some sweets right now. I think that's not a great idea. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do this rubbish again. Maybe I'll make it so big this time. Probably just did. Okay, so the kernel driver should be on, installed and working. The fact that it booted is probably a good sign. Oh, what? And what? Under all, add the following line. Under all, where is all? Under all, add the following line. Paste. Example. Boost equals 1. What's boost equals 1? Oh, that's under Pi 4. Interesting. Okay, whatever. I don't need the Pi 3 users stuff. All that stuff. Okay, so that's it. But do I have to restart then? Save. Yes. That would mean I have to restart if I do that. Why didn't they tell me to do that before? Interesting. Okay. It's a quick start. So previewing the camera. Let's see if we can preview the camera. I don't know if it'll conflict or not. I think all will run on all, and then anything in the Pi 4 should run on it. But maybe not. We'll see. I can always move it. What's that clicking? I keep hearing a clicking over here. But the camera is working. So that's a good start. Look. Oh, my desk. Messy desk. Look, that's what I'm looking at on my desktop. That is not in focus, but that's okay. I'd love to know what that clicking is, unless it's just the cable clicking on it. So it'd be really good if I had something to mount this. Let me, right now it's just going to point to, I know, let's point it to my DSLR. How funny is that? What can I mount it on? Something, anything. No. Don't really have anything I can mount it on. Big Aussie spider? Where? What? Who saw a spider? Okay, oh, you know what I can do, maybe? Who remembers this? Do you remember my thing I printed ages ago? I wonder if this will fit. Not good. Not good, but not bad. I might have to blue tack it in place. Anyway, that's interesting. And now we should stick something underneath it. We should stick, just for giggles, my Nano is 3. Okay. Yes, we need a focus. I know. I just wanted to see if it works. We haven't even got to that yet. Right. So that's currently at 2312 by 1736. And this one's with AutoFocus. That's going to write out a file. I don't want to write out a file, but I wouldn't mind seeing if we can do the AutoFocus on this last one. So if I close that, if I do that again, and paste, let's see if it does an autofocus. Oh, look at that! Whoa! And that was fast. Yeah, you got to tell it to be in focus. That was actually quite fast. Much faster than my other autofocus camera. The other Raspberry Pi one. Okay, so that's good. That's great. That's a good start. So, now I don't have a lot of light here. I mean, there's light coming from over there, like putting my hand in front of it. But there's no real light underneath. Like if I turn my light on my phone, if I work out where the light is, there's not a lot of light coming in to the camera. But this is currently sitting, what's interesting is, and this is what I couldn't do with my other camera. Give me some more, come on. What I couldn't do with the other camera, and I can with this, is if I just switch back to here for a moment, just see on. Actually, no. Maybe if is this plugged in? I don't know if this, oh, it might be. Okay, wait. I'm going to set up my other webcam so you can see what I'm talking about. This is going to be maybe, I don't know. Here we go, look at that. Now, sorry about my messy desk. So, the point with this is, there's the camera. This height here is about 15 centimeters. Now, my other autofocus camera that I had couldn't focus that close. This one should be able to go to 8 centimeters. So I'm going to try that now. I'm going to go back to here. And I'm going to actually... not that one. That one. I'm going to copy this. Oh, it's going to make a mess. Paste. No, why didn't that work? Copy. Why wouldn't it let me paste that? Interesting. Okay, it's not letting me paste that other camera view. That's okay. I'm going to take this off the red stand, and I want to get it to 8 centimeters and see if it can focus. So this is at 8 centimeters. The thing is, it might not focus. Like, it might only focus the first. See, it's not refocusing now. So it might only just do the first focus. So I might have to restart it. I'm going to see if I can hold it at... Okay, let me stop it first. Sorry. I need 3 hands. Can someone give me a hand? Okay, I'm going to try to get it in the right spot. Get the cable out of the way. I'm trying to get it at 8 centimeters. And I'm going to hit enter. Oh my god, it's moving. Come on, stay still. My finger might be in the way. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. Okay, it's not the right spot, but that focused. You see that? Okay, so it should stay focused now. I can just hold it. By the way, I worked out what the clicking is. Okay, so that's about 8 centimeters. Look at that. So that focused at 8 centimeters. That's insane. Like, my other camera couldn't even come close to that. And the actual this distortion on the lens isn't as bad as I thought it would be. For 85 degrees, if you look at the matte, so it needs a lot more light. But that is pretty crazy. Hello, Prince Pranav. Yeah, there is a continuous autofocus. There is. I'm going to try that next. Okay, so let's stop this.
Homanto says next project. Get this camera working with a microscope instead of chip Alexpers ones.
Instead of the... Well, it won't work. I've got a microscope lens, but it won't attach. It doesn't have a mount on it. Now, the reason I didn't try the autofocus yet is because it's experimental still, they say. So there's a focus control one where I can... But there's also this
Is it Christmas?
continuous
3D print.
3D print what? I can. Yeah, I don't want to have to wait.
Noxie says see an out camera back on stand and put board on a box to raise it up closer.
Now, see, that would be smart. That would.
Christmas says amount.
Yeah, I don't have time to 3D print one right now. That's okay. I just wanted to see. Now, this is the continuous autofocus. So that clicking is the camera. That's the autofocus kicking in. The clicking.
Is it Christmas says overnight?
Can everyone hear the clicking?
Is it Christmas says yes?
And yeah, the VNC is causing the low frame rate as well. So that is not autofocusing. Which is interesting. Oh, click. Every click, I think, is when it does an autofocus. I'm not sure what the trigger is for it. You might be able to see there's a refocus. So I don't know what their threshold is for refocusing. Like, it clicked then. I mean, I'm pretty close right now. I'm like at 6 centimeters. Of course, Chris, absolutely. I just wanted to. I'm just experimenting with the camera right now. But why's my compressor on? Should be off. But yeah, ideally, I'd know what my focal position is, and that would always be my starting position, and then I'd be able to manually adjust it. Okay, I want to go to the that other example, which lets me do a control. Well, and I want to try the digital zoom one as well, but focal control adjustment.
John Watkins says, are the cams Octoprint compatible via RPI?
Yeah, there is well, they use the new lib camera stuff, so long as the Octoprint can use libcam, then yes, because it's just a Raspberry Pi camera. It just works like a Raspberry Pi camera, except it requires the new libcam stuff. It doesn't work with the legacy mode. Or if it does work with the legacy mode, you don't get any of the features from it. The autofocus is in camera. If you wave your hand in front of it, yeah, it might. Sure, but I don't want to trigger it with my... Yeah, maybe. It seems to be pretty good. I want to try this one. I want to see if I can make it. Like, I want to be able to adjust it myself, because that's what I want to do in code anyway. I'm going to want to... the whole point is to have software control over... what the camera is doing. I don't want to be using autofocus. I want it to be a fixed focus that I've worked out what it is, and then I want to be able to control it myself depending on the board that's underneath. So if there are larger components on there, I can adjust it. Okay, it's got to install some stuff. Why have I got no picture? This is what happened with my other camera. R to reset focus, and up and down. But see, it's not showing me anything, and it's not clicking. So the focus isn't changing. I had the same problem with my other camera. I couldn't get that example working. If you do the focus bracketing, you can measure Z to some extent too. Yes. Although, yeah, with the camera distortion, I don't know. Maybe I need to restart to get the VL to land stuff working. I don't know. Okay, I want to try this digital zoom. Let's try this digital zoom stuff. I don't know if there's going to be any pan in the zoom. Clickety click. I'm going to put this back here. Okay, and so it says W zoom in, S zoom out. Can I fit that on the screen? Okay, so W zoom in. S zoom out. No.
Alan Madsen says, don't you have a panel to put under?
Don't I have a... I don't need to in this case. I want to then when the window pop, navigate back to the terminal.
Coordinator says need terminal focused.
Right, yes, I just saw, hang on. Okay, W. No. So it does have panning, move left, right. Or do I have to hit enter? Oh. Okay, maybe I have to hit enter. W, zoom in. Right. Look at that. W, zoom in. Okay, and then I can move left. Oh, excellent. Move right. So this is what I wanted to know. So, right, L. Yeah, it is working. Move up and down. And what's M? 10 times zoom. Whoa! Yeah, it's really close. Now that wasn't in focus to start with. So maybe I need to... Let me just reset, which might kill it. I wonder if I can also do a... What was it? I want to do the focus at the start.
Noxie says no keyboard shortcut for autofocus, which would be nice.
Sure, it's just examples. So I can do whatever I want to do. Like, it's all just... Like, I can control all this with Python, I believe.
Mako says hi, Cian.
Hey, Mako, how you doing? It's been a while. Okay, so let's see if we can do an autofocus. Okay, so it's done an autofocus first. I'm curious to see what happens now if I zoom in. Oops. If I do max.
Mako says yay, sorry.
Whoa, okay. So that's a little that's a little pixelated. That's 10 times.
Says hi, Cian.
Hey, Yumbo Prime, how you doing? Okay, so I wonder how close I can get. Before it becomes too... Yeah, see, not enough light. Anyway, I need more light. I wonder if... So just hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can steal... It's not very bright. I'm going to put this... I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, that's a bit brighter. So that's my... I've got my little Raspberry Pi microscope, little ring light. So it's quite, look, it's a bit more pixelated than I was hoping, but it's much further away. Yeah, this is a ring light. But the way I've done it is I'm sitting the ring light on this red thing and it's blocking most of the light. And then I'm stuck the camera just sitting on the top. It's really not scientific, right? But yeah, it's better than nothing. It's added a bit of light. So as I said, this is now about 17 millimeters away. So 17 centimeters away. But what I was curious to know was if... Okay, I'll explain what my new thought is. So, some of you might remember... Get some duct tape involved. No duct tape. Blue tack. Some of you might remember that when I first started playing with the optical inspection stuff, before I started building my gantry and everything else, I was experimenting with just my DSLR on my Mac using OpenCV for detection and stuff. And the resolution I was working at was...
Christmas, says Righty, I am off. Have a great night. Thanks for another great night.
No worries, crazy boy. Catch you later. Catch you next week, maybe. Thanks so much for your super chats. Really appreciate it. I was only working at 4K. And even at 4K, it was fairly good capturing like a whole PCB and then determining where all the parts were, where the board divisions were, and actually detecting whether the components were on or not. But I was only getting, 20 or 30 by 60 pixels per component. And so the reason I moved to the gantry system was because I didn't have the resolution, so I was going to make it all mechanical. But with this 64 megabit camera, then I have the ability to be capturing at considerably higher than... Excuse me, I'm sorry. Considerably higher than 4K. I can actually be capturing at 4 times the pixel density of 4K. So this is 64 megapixels, so 9152 by 6944. So, assuming I can get enough light, right, I could go back to a single camera doing exactly the same process with a board underneath it and not have to do any movement or capturing. If I can actually capture at 64 megapixels with enough, with enough light and low distortion, then I should be able to do it all through one camera. And the fact that I've got auto focus or control over the focus means that, because that's what I didn't have obviously with my DSLR or with the other camera, I can adjust for focus, and I can, rather than needing a Z height moving up and down.
Siegfried Homanto says Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra comes with a 108 MP main camera sensor.
Awesome. But I can't. What am I going to do with that? I'm not going to use a Samsung Galaxy phone for this thing. I need a camera that can plug into a computer or that can plug into a Pi or whatever. The point is with this is if I can do it all just with a single capture and not have to move the camera, and then I was curious about the digital zoom to see if I could, for instance, so if I put a board under it that is smaller, could I digital zoom down into it a bit to be able to get closer for a larger pixel density. But if I'm going to lose too much picture quality on it, then there's probably no point. Like as you imagine, if it was a better digital zoom, I could move in to each board section on a panel. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. I have to see how much extra light I would need to do that. But this is looking really promising because of how close it can get. And here's the thing. Because it can get close, if I do want to go to back to the gantry system, I don't need 2 cameras. I can use the single camera. Hey, Dave Paul Jones. I could use the single camera to do both. I could have the camera up and detect when the board's in, and then I can move the camera down and move it around. And 8 centimeters or even 10 centimeters is a perfect height to get per board with full 64 megapixel. Like the fidelity I'd get would be insane compared to what I was trying to do before. And my other option would be with the single camera using the autofocus, but doing a mechanical Z, like an adjustable Z. So it would just be on a frame, right? And it could detect where the board is, and then it could move itself down until the board was fully in its non-distorted frame. Like I'd work out where the maximum distortion is on the frame and bring it down close enough to fit it all into place. So I could just get away with maybe a single axis of motion to be able to adjust the height of the camera and then have the autofocus to do everything else I need. A single camera, single stepper solution would be way simpler and easier to work with than what I've got right now. And it would be considerably faster, because the only time I would need is the time to move it to get it into position. Once I've captured the frame at high resolution, it's all software processing. Where with the gantry, it's move it around, find the board, like capture, process, move it, capture, process, move it, capture, process, move it, capture, process. This thing will do it all in one. This is what I was hoping the other camera would do, but the other camera, it wouldn't. Like, it was just, yeah. But this will. Hey Magicky. So that's the story and what I'm trying to do. Is this working? My YouTube has frozen. I hope my stream's still going. So this is looking really promising. So what I need to do is build a mounting frame for it. Stream is okay? Good. Thank you. I need to build a mounting frame for it, and I need to... Where's my thing gone? I am still here. I'm here all day. And then I need to... Yeah, some form of Z movement on there, which is fine. I've got steppers with... What do you call it? I have some spare threaded rod steppers. This is way too long. That's okay. I probably wouldn't even need that. You're in Sydney and you are frozen because of the weather. Ryan, it's in my thing saying 6 a.m. Yes, it's an early start. Oh, that's a busted cable. That's okay. I can switch that out, I hope. But anyway, I've got a few of those. I probably only need about, I don't know, 10 centimeters or so. So auto at 480p. Weird. Okay, I don't know. Just try refreshing your browser. So I'm thinking of just a extruded aluminium frame, like just some legs and a single beam that can go up and down, like with an arm that can go up and down with the camera on it. And then I need to build a lighting rig around it.
Cable Tie says, never fear, Cable Tie is here.
Woo! Cable Tie's here. Party has begun. Finally. So there was way less friction getting this working, and wish I could get this example working though. I don't know why.
Cable Tie says 10-second recap.
Hey JF, 10-second recap. New 64 megapixel 64 megapixel Pi cameras, the Hawkeye camera with autofocus and programmable focus and digital zoom. Whoops, and that's not going to sit right. You can't even see what I'm doing. Hang on.
Noxy says, would the light ring move up and down with camera to prevent shadows being casted from the camera going too close to board?
Possibly, but that'll give me different lighting depending on the position. I want a fixed lighting.
A scientist says they broke support for the last camera, correct?
What do you mean? Sorry, this is not sitting. Hang on, let me just see if I can make this sit in again. Oh my god. Okay, I've broken my rig. Okay, I'm just going to take the light off.
A scientist says drivers we're broken though, remember.
They've updated the driver since, but I think it was the camera. There was just problems with that camera that I got. The 24 megapixel one. It just wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing.
I get dizzy long.
Yeah, sorry about that. But that other camera was... This camera is designed to be the next step of the V1, V2 camera for the Pi, where the other camera was more specialized. And yeah, I don't know. They've obviously made this one better. Would a scissor jack work for vibration-free zoom action? No, I don't want to be lifting the bottom up and down. I want to be moving the camera. There can't be anything on the bottom. It's got to sit on a conveyor. Remember, the conveyor is going underneath it. So it has to be open bottom, and everything has to happen at the top, which is totally fine. The Pi would live at the top with it. The whole thing could be like... let me just go... So that's my Pi microscope. So that's a Raspberry Pi with the microscope lens attached. It's all... So you see that? It's all this. So imagine this without the microscope lens, but that camera instead, with the Pi on it and everything on it, okay? And it just moves up and down as it needs to. And the light would have to be not fixed to this. The idea would be the light needs to be... The light from these are they're too narrow, right? I would want something that was much wider. Okay, let me just put this back. Bad camera angle. I'd want the lighting that was fixed and much wider, so it gave even light across. Like I did on the mechanical version, it was quite wide, the lights. Kind of facing in and spread out, so I get even lighting everywhere, and no matter where the camera moves, the lighting is fixed. Inverted scissor with a hydraulic clamping cylinder might be a good... Yeah, I don't know. I'm after something that is much smaller and lightweight than anything like that. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with a stepper with a threaded rod, honestly. Like, the Pi can control it. Like, it'd be plugged into the Pi can just move itself up and down, right? Fully independently, and it doesn't need, like, it's the one power source coming in. Yeah. Hydraulics and blah blah blah, I think is all overkill. Can you get the cameras? They're still shipping
Ricky
out.
Almighty says, did you watch the polarization filter video SDG did?
I did. I watched it yesterday. It's not new. I mean, Dave Jones was talking about it a while ago, and a lot of other people have already done the polarization. Like, his spin on it was that he did the polarization on the lights as well, so he was matching both. Oh, we're dropping frames again. Wow, dropping lots of frames. Yeah, same stepper and rod, just using a scissor mechanism instead of linear rails. Scissor. Yeah, but I don't know where the scissor mechanism would fit. I don't understand. Well, I mean, you need to understand my design, which you don't know, like, and what it is. Like, my whole thing will work no bigger or thicker or wider than 1.5 times a 20 by 20, like a 2020 aluminium rod. Like, that's the whole point, is that it would be... it'd be a base to hold it up, and it'd be this, right? I mean, that's too long, and it would be doing this, right, with the camera on the end. And I want the whole width of the whole thing, like it'd be this plus the threaded rod. Like I don't like I'm not like maybe I'm envisaging something different, but a scissor thing, hydraulic, whatever. Like I can't see that being this thin. I see that like it'd have to be wide, right? Yeah, I'm. Yeah. I've not seen anything. So there's a little hydraulic. I don't know what they are. Do you have a link for one, Chris? Like I'm picturing obviously something industrial or something bigger. No. What? Who's being quiet? What's going on? So anyway, so that's it. So cable tie. So I'm looking at using this camera as a single camera instead of my whole optical recognition system that I built. No gantry, no anything else. Single camera, 64 megapixel, autofocus, and do it all back on a single image like I was originally doing when I didn't have enough resolution. Now I do. Robson, hello. Are you going to do the RGB angled light to give you depth of field? Possibly. I'll start off with just single and we'll see. Obviously, the faster I can process it, the better. Doing the RGB...
Cable tie says, yeah. Okay.
I'm doing the red, blue, and green and white from the different sides. Just means, 4 photographs and then joining them together. It's just more processing time. But sure. Obviously, I can't if I use something like a ring light. So I'd have to do something that, again, was set up like my other one.
Mako says so the rig you made gets abandoned.
Well, the rig I made is complex to build, and it's still a work in progress, and it was to solve a camera problem. I don't have the camera problem now. So, I mean, will it get pulled apart? No, it's sitting over there. I don't know. Will I tinker with it in the future? Possibly. Will it become something else? Maybe. I don't know. I'm still keen on playing with, steppers and mechanical stuff, but, I've got, limited time. I've got, currently...
Mako says okay.
I've got like 1,000 panels a week I need to be checking right now, which I'm doing by eye still, which is really frustrating. And, to get that finished and usable is going to take forever. And to get something like this working is going to be much, much quicker. So, like this becomes a software problem. Once this is mounted, it becomes a software problem, where that is very much a hardware problem until I can turn it into a software problem, and then it'll be both the whole time. But I may not ever get this workable for my needs, and by the time I get it workable, I might be in a warehouse with an actual optical inspection system on my line. I don't know. We'll see. Crazier things have happened. But, I want to try this autofocus again.
Mako says they connected to a Pi.
Ingmar M says quick hi from Yi at Hennessy again.
Hey Iggy! How much longer are you there for? This is connected to a Pi, yes, this camera. Okay, so I just want to go back to this continuous focus. I just want to see if
Ingmar M says until Saturday.
Right. So that is focusing. Till Saturday. Not much longer. Yay. The clicking is pretty crazy. No. Focus. You see how dark it is outside still.
Doctor Who says if you mount camera high, with a zoom lens zoomed in all of the way, depth of field would eliminate the need to continually refocus.
No, there's no zoom on it. It's digital zoom. So that won't work because I'll end up with just disgusting pixels. So it's not there's no zoom lens on it. Right? There's no optical zoom. It's a digital zoom. Catch you later, Jishipu. God, my disk is a mess. The clicking sound is funky. It's actually not too bad in low light. Yeah, so that's not going to help me. Like, I need to position the camera. There's no ability to mount a lens on it. Not even the old type of lens, which is interesting.
Still a squirrel, and says it is neater than mine.
Like, I don't know what, I can't remember what the name of this mount
Mako
is.
says, sorry, the answer on my question is in the topic of this Livestream. Mako needs to learn to read.
All good. So, what's the name of this lens mount? So the bigger one is the C mount. I can't remember what name this is. But I was hoping that this would have the ability, and maybe it does. Hang on. So, those two screws there. Or maybe not. I wonder if... let's go to here. So, those two screws on that side there. No, that's not going to line up. Possibly. This is an M12, is it? Like, I wonder if it's possible to stick one of these lenses on there. It's still clicking, it's still auto-focusing. I don't know how they get removed though. Because if I can put it, I mean, there might be an option of sticking different lenses on. I don't know. It doesn't really mention anything about it, but see those screws there.
Doctor Who says, is that a set on the side of the lens?
Sorry? The set screw on the side. Which ones we're talking about? On this one there is. Sure. Whoa, okay. So, right, so this lens is just goes over the sensor. That's interesting. So that won't work on this then. Like, I'd have to be able to remove, yeah, the whole mechanics of the autofocus is in that. So this won't really sit over the top. I don't believe. No. Yeah, that won't work. So this obviously can't be switched out. So they don't mention it's an M12, so clearly it's not. I should put that back on so I can protect the sensor. Oh well. Lens motor and sensor all part of the integrated module that connects on the back of the board. Yeah. So I wasn't sure what this was inside, whether it could sit over or not, but clearly not. which is a shame. Although I'm curious. What if we can see how close we can get? It's going to focus, maybe. I'm curious to see whether we can, if anything can be mounted to that, but it doesn't look like it. There's no thread on that at all. Yeah, I don't know if they intentionally made it not accepted or whether they just couldn't. Like whether that was this package was the package, and that's all they had to work with. I don't know. No, they're not made. No, this is made. This is an Arducam.
Master G says, why don't you buy another cheap SLR just for this?
Because it's not high res enough. I need high res. Like a 4K camera is not like you know. There's no such thing as a cheap 8K SLR. Okay, I'm dropping stacks of frames again. They mention if you want it customized, you can contact them. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, for the moment, I'm not going to bother, and I don't really, as I said, I don't need to. I don't need a different lens on this. Like, I think this will do exactly what I want for now. I should be able to get 9 by hang on, 9152 by 6944. So it's 4 times bigger than 4K. Or is it more than 4 times bigger? It's more than 4 times bigger than 4K, which is a lot of pixels, right? That's like 4 times more pixels. No, 9152 by 6944. God, the clicking is full on. Not bad, but like I can feel it vibrating. Excuse me. So as I said, with my very early attempts I did in a stream forever ago, I got it working fairly reliably with a very low pixel density. If I can have that pixel density be 4 times as much, as in twice the X and twice the Y, then that's just going to give me way more fidelity on a single camera. And I think that in itself will be enough to do what I need it to do. At the end of the day, I still have to look at the board afterwards. Like, it's going to potentially say to me, problem here, problem here, problem here. But I need to get that board and inspect it and fix it, right? So I'll be able to, like, I'm the last line that has to go and check it. And if it gives me a false negative or whatever, it gives me a false positive, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's really... Iggy, what was that for? Thanks, mate. That was unnecessary. But do you need a lot of MP? I can't zoom analog. Well, no, I can move up and down. Yeah, I need a lot of... Absolutely, I need a lot of pixels. The closer I move to the board, the more distortion I get. Also, the closer I move to the board, I lose the... I want to be able to capture the whole panel. I can't put a zoom lens on. We just saw that. I can't put a lens on that. There is no zoom lens. It is what it is. So, the idea is I take a photo of the board. So, hang on. I wonder if I've still got any of this old stuff. Just hold on one moment. I'm trying to find here. Okay, so this was my early test. Okay, you see this?
Doctor Who says, can you use a lens mount ring from a photo camera and attach it to a Hawkeye frame, then use a optical zoom from a photo camera?
I don't know, probably not, and I don't want to. I don't need to. Right, I don't need to zoom. I don't want to zoom. Please stop with the zoom. I don't want to change the lens. I don't need to. Okay. So this was taken. This is a shot from my DSLR. Okay. And this recognized where the boards were. And if you look here in red, it found components it thought were bad. And let me just actually double click on it so I can zoom into it. Okay, so this did this detection just in software. You see that? Look at that. It found a bad cap. Okay? But look at the resolution, and it still worked.
Ingmar M says enjoy the coffees.
Thanks, Iggy. Appreciate it. I'm going to get on Nespresso's website and buy more coffee. Can instead you create an array of cameras? 3x3 fixed heights. Well, no, that won't help me at all, Peter. Like, what's 3x3 going to give me? Like, I don't want to have to take photos that each one's distorted and then stitch them and then fix. I don't need to. This is solved already, folks. This is solved. Look, this is with a 4K image.
Noxie says that's pretty awesome, Cian.
It took the photo, it fixed the distortion, it found the boards on it, and it recognized. It went through all the parts based on the pick and place file, and found components that it thought were bad, all on a single image, on a fixed lens, no zoom or anything else, right? I have this solved already. The thing about it is the pixel density was not as high as I'd like. That's at 4K. I've now got, what is this? What 9K? I don't know what 64 megapixel is really, like what the terminology is anymore, right? But this camera will give me 4 times the resolution. So if I can do this on 4K, I should be fine. And I did not have to move the camera up and down for this one. I just needed to start it off where the whole board could be captured. That's it. So I've got all this solved already. Hey Quindor, where this was throwing me was that as I was trying different boards with it, and components were closer together, I didn't have the pixel density. Like I had to get the rectangle for the component as closer and closer, right? So if you look at something like this, how much space I've got here, and you look next to it, the amount of space I've got on this one, right? I'm getting too close to the other component. I'm getting stuff in the other side that I didn't want.
And how easy would it be to run that script with the new camera?
Impossible. This was all on the Mac. I'd have to, yeah, a complete rewrite, and it'll take me days. The real question isn't just pixel density, it's also a matter of noise, contrast, sharpness of the lens. Absolutely, and I won't know that until I try. But pixel density for me was a problem because I could not get, I couldn't get close enough to this component. Like the smaller I got, like, can you see the outline? I don't know if you can. So the smaller I got to the component to check it, like this is 54 by 27 pixels. I don't know if you can even see. That outline. I've got this outline around the component, right? 55 by 28 pixels. Like, it's not enough to detect whether it's on or not. It will for really obvious things like the red one, but it won't for some other ones. Usable resolution all depends on the lens. Right. I understand that, but I got to start somewhere. Like,
Jack Max says redesign your boards to use 1206 or larger.
yeah, because that'll be easy to detect, and my boards will be 4 times bigger. Well, don't be worried, cable tie, because it'll either work or it won't. It's an experiment, right? If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Unfortunately, I don't have a built panel here of any boards to try right now, because yesterday I pulled them all apart. I had panels and panels of Pro S3s yesterday, but they're now pulled apart and cleaned. So I don't have a panel here that I can try it on. Although, actually, I don't even have... What have I got a panel of? Hold on 1 second. Nope. Okay, let me just grab one of these. Okay, this is an unpopulated... This will be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is an unpopulated Tiny Pico V3 board. Let me put that down. Let me go to... let me go to that. Obviously, I don't have enough lighting, and let me. Yeah, I don't even know how I'm going to. Well, that's slowed right down.
Noxie says for testing, can you not just pass your current script to static image taken by the new camera as a test, rather than rewriting the whole thing?
No, because I have to do it on that other panel. I don't have one. So, no. Sorry, guys. You're not going to see that processing today. Yeah, this is... I need something to mount this on. I don't have. Anyway, this is... Okay, I'm not going to be able to do this. So... Like, yeah. And this is only capturing at a much lower resolution at the moment. With not enough light. Anyway, too hard to tell. Yeah. I need to build a rig. Need to build a rig, something to mount it on. VNC is completely slowing it right down right now, plus like a light and everything else. So there's a lot of experimentation I need to do to see if this will do what I want. For sure. I didn't say it was going to be perfect, but you know, will the extra resolution allow me to do what I want? Will the picture quality be that much worse? Will I get enough light into it? Will I get too much distortion? Yeah, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that, Aaron. The truth is, I'm about to, like, all my swarm boards are about to arrive, and I'm about to start a massively long production run, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to play with this. But the first thing I need to do is build just a basic rig out of extrusion so I can mount the camera in a fixed position with a manual way of moving it up and down for now, like just a 3D print holding it there with a screw that locks it in place, so I can play around with a fixed height and get some lighting on there. Hey Keith, this will be a fun challenge to work on when you're able to really dig into it. It will be fun. I think once I can lock it in a frame and work out how I'm going to light it, and I do have, excuse me, 2 different types, stacks of some pretty kick-ass, little but kick-ass LEDs that if I don't use addressable and I just want to go normal white light, I've got a bunch of LEDs sitting here that I can make a custom lighting rig for if I need to, if I ever get around to it. But I can also just use a strip of lights for now. Measuring part on the PCB with the digital microscope, and it was true. Well, it depends on the part. Like, I use smaller parts than that. I had 15 minutes ago. Yeah, no. Excuse me. Don't you have the old one you made online? The rig, the old one. What? What do you mean? The old one I made online. Oh, micrometer. Okay, don't know what a digital micrometer is. You mean my actual other rig? Yeah, it won't mount the same way. I can't. There's nothing to mount it on. I mean, I could always blue tack it, I guess. Anyway, look. It's got promise. Will it be perfect? I don't know. Time will tell. Gaffer tape. I don't even have room on my desk to stick this other. Hang on a second. This is going to end badly. This is really going to end badly. Oh, yep. This is going to end very, very badly.
Noxie says, just realized the sofa survived the pandemic. I thought that was going the journey.
No, not going yet. Hang on. Need to. I don't know which one's the right one. Not that one. You can't really see what I'm doing. Let me think. What can I do? Ugh. Sorry, moving camera. I need to see if I can get this off. So this is a pain. Turn that around a bit. Excuse me. I need to get this camera off by.
Mako says love the new Chessian.
Thank you. It's not really that comfortable, to be honest with you. Stay, and no, not that one. What size is that? Okay. I mean, the fact is, if I can get away with a single camera, why would I ever want to build a contraption like this if I don't need
Mako
to?
says maybe need a high back one.
No, I don't want a high back chair. Oh, okay, so where's some blue tack?
Alan Madsen says yes, that rig.
Yes, that rig. Right. Okay. I don't know where any blue tack is, so I'm gonna have to use some double-sided tape, which I'm gonna regret. I'm totally gonna regret this. Putting tape on the back here. Okay, and if I stick that hopefully straight. Maybe not. Okay. And it's obviously back to front. Stuck it back to front. Yay.
Mako says now trying the not meant for rig camera on the rig A.
Yeah, this is not meant for any of this. And and I can't even light this up. I can't light up the LEDs in here right now. So, I mean, this is obviously too high. I mean, I could get considerably closer than this, right?
Jack Max says if only there was an easier way to cut the double-sided tape.
Right, if only there was. And I have one on the floor. So this is not. This is in autofocus mode. This is continuous focus, and not full resolution, right? It's only at 231 by 1736. What I want to do is I want to grab a shot. Denoise city and off. I don't know what that is. Okay, so I want to take a photo of this. Obviously not enough light. I know that. I want to know. So that just took a photo called Hawkeye.jpg. Oh, why am I in that folder? That's really annoying. Okay, let me see. Did that not take a photo? Hawkeye, where did that put it? Let's try that again. Oh, error, delay control, low controls. Did I not use the right command? Oh no, I'm not even. Let's try that again. Copy. That was still the autofocus one. Paste. Failed to allocate capture buffers. Cannot allocate memory. Wow. Okay. Take a full res photo without overwrite. Okay. I wonder if I need a Pi with a larger. Yeah, failed to allocate capture buffers. I might need a Pi with more memory. Jesus. That's crazy. Why would I need to restart the Pi? I'm having the same. You have the same problem? No, this is not. I do have an 8 megapixel, an 8 gigabyte one somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know which one. It's very hard to tell which ones are which. This one is not. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't actually say on the board what it is, but I'm pretty sure this one isn't. I will have one somewhere that is though. having the same capture buffer problem as a couple of other folks. Okay, good.
Cable tie says, what color depth are you using? Maybe reduce it?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if that's even an option. I'll have one, thanks. Yumbo Prime, I'll take an extra coffee. So does anyone have a solution for that, Mark?
Jack McMack says error messages in Arducam FAQ. Check Tovale in boot config.
I don't know the answers to any of this question, how much is allocated, or where that would even happen, or what color mode. I don't know how to set any of that stuff. None of it's in the instructions. I have to go through all the lower level documentation. I'm just using libcamera, so sure, I just don't know. But I edited it, but I didn't restart. No, I did oh, that's true. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me restart. Okay, let me reboot it. You are correct, Chris. I did that after I installed the kernel stuff. But it seems other people are having the same problem, so maybe it's something more nefarious. You're on an 8 GB Pi and you're having the problem still. Wow, okay. Remember, I don't spend a lot of time using Pis. Like, I don't know anything about much about anything on them. I mean, I use them for my test jigs, and I'm in the terminal. Like, yeah. So, I think you want less GPU memory. Oh, hello, Mark. Mark's not here. Okay, bye, Mark. Add CMA 400 at the end. Okay. Jack Mapak, that's for the 16 though. Very different camera. But yeah, okay. Well, I need this to reboot. Cannot currently show the desktop. That is not good. Why can I not show the desktop? This has taken a very long time to boot. I wonder if this has got Mark. You remember that? Mark Olson. Do you remember? I had that boot problem where it wasn't booting on my other Pi that I was playing with these cameras on. This looks like it's done the same thing again, where it won't boot. And if that's the case, yeah, see, it's not booting. So that change to boot.config has prevented it from booting again. Interesting. Now I know what it was. I'm going to hard recycle the power first. Ow. Okay, let me just hard cycle it. No, I've got a what do you call it? I can actually see. I've got HDMI plugged in. I can actually see it boot. Hey Ian, you've missed first and second batch. I've got modules on the way. I'm just waiting for more modules to arrive, and then I have to assemble more. But I don't know when that's going to be, because I'm about to start a month-long build of swarm boards. So, hang on, I'm just going to check DHL. One moment. Yeah, that's... oh, hang on. What is going on? Terminate. New. Yeah, no, that's not booting. Hang on, I'm distracted because I need to tell Ian when I've got these modules coming in. Why didn't that work? Copy number. Paste. Wow, why is this going so slow? Ooh, they're in Melbourne. No, they're not in Melbourne. They're in Singapore still. Yeah, my modules are stuck in Singapore. I don't know, I'm not going to have them in time, probably, to make another batch too soon. Sorry, mate. As soon as I can. So that's not booting. And I don't even have any HDMI output from it, which is kind of bizarre. I should have HDMI out. So I'm going to turn it off. Pull the card out, find my adapter, and let's open with Visual Studio Code. I don't want to add a... oh, interesting. I don't want to add a serial cable. I'm just going to turn this off for the moment. So it's this, and maybe because there was two of them. So that's already adding CMA 512. Oh, why is that doing that? Wait, I want to make sure I can boot it first without the CMA 512. And why is there two alls? Interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Cable tie says 2 all beef patties.
Yeah, 2 alls. You're making me hungry. Don't do that. Okay, let's plug the SD card back in and turn it on. Okay, we're going to reboot now. So without that change made, excuse me, let's see if it boots. Okay, every time the camera clicks, it just freaks me out. And oh, there you go. So it's booting now. Johnny. Okay, so it's booting now without that line. And if I try to capture, fail to allocate buffers again. So if I sudo nano, actually, can I control R in here? I can. Nice. So if I put that back in again, but at the right place this time, maybe, and save that, can Ian pre-order? Yeah, there's a way. Well, there's no pre-ordering. No, like there's a.
Says in Kenyan pre-order.
No, there's a wait list though, to be notified when I've got them back in stock. But there's no, like, you can't pre-buy them. No. Okay, I'm going to reboot and see what happens. See if it boots. Check to carry just 1 or 2. I think the GPU is allocating 128. I don't know, that's what it said in the file, I think. Jackman back, but that's in here though. That allocation, that CMA allocation, is in that line. Oh, it booted. It booted this time, so it might have got confused between the different entries. That's a good start. Okay, I will, but first I want to see if it actually can capture now before I change that. Okay, it captured the image, so it didn't need GPU memory change. I'm assuming this is the image it just captured. That's at 6%. I mean, this is obviously not enough light or anything else. Actually, I didn't want full screen. How do I get out of full screen? I want to zoom in 100%. Where's zoom? Oh, here. It's 14%. I mean, clearly the focus and the lighting needs to be fixed, but that's at 35%. Okay, let's get to 100. 102. Let's go back one. So the whole frame isn't in focus, I don't think. Or maybe not in focus at all. Or a portion of it is. Right, that's getting in focus. Obviously not enough light. But I mean, that's pretty good resolution. Definitely more focused in the middle than is on the sides. You can see it going out of focus. I need light. A Ziz light is what I need. Well, I want to capture, that's the point, right? So, I'm zooming out. Like right now, this is capturing way too much. I mean, look at that. Look at all that wasted space it's capturing. Right? So, like, I want to be able to drop the camera. I mean, the distortion on that is pretty minimal, right? If you look at the checker, definitely fixable. If I could drop the camera, you know, enough that, I mean, that's only taking, like, the resolution that's taking right now is 1/4 of the frame. I got a link for some CRI 95 38.4 LED strips view. I don't even know what that is. I would assume they're super bright white LEDs. I wonder if oh, right, that's a lot then. Okay, this is potentially a bad idea what I'm about to do. And I hope I don't blow anything up. This could be a very, very, very bad idea. Oops. Just bear with me a sec, please, while I potentially electrocute myself and set my office on fire. You know, you only live once. Yeah. So this could be a very, very bad idea.
Mako says, did you hurt?
Sorry? Okay, nothing went pop. That's a good start. This could end badly. I'm just letting you all know. I can't even remember. It was me trying to get the camera working.
Mako says if you got hurt.
Jack McMack says, can you zoom in the terminal a bit?
Yeah, just hold on a second. Oh, this terminal. There's nothing to see here right now. Just, yeah. Just hold on. I don't know if this is going to work. So just... if I can get it working, I'll let you... Well, there's nothing really to see on this. I just want to see if I can... Right. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can turn the lights on. I want to see if I can easily turn the lights on, that's all. And if this is even the right... Why is that not working? It's weird. This might not be my current code base. Sorry, I just... Why can't I... Where's line numbers? Okay, yeah, this is not going to work. Is the logo off? No, the logo's not off. What? Okay, I can't... I don't know why this is failing. That really sucks. It's going to take a bit more effort to work out why than why change state. Oh, right. I know why. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's got to be run from the terminal, from what do you call it?
Mako says seeing the logo's rain command left some pixels on when it changed to another animation.
Yeah, I know. I got to keep working on it. Cannot currently show the desktop. I hate how you can't just get into, if the Pi doesn't boot. Okay, I think I can do this. To reboot it. If I reboot it, it should pop up on the desktop. I got to run it from the desktop, which is really annoying. Okay, I might be able to turn the lights on of this. The code is in a weird state because I was trying to get the cameras working and I couldn't, and I was going to put all the old cameras back on, and then I didn't get around to finishing that. Yeah, I've got a new version of the logo code, but I've got a few errors in it that I need to fix first before I can deploy it, and I just haven't had time. Yeah, I don't want super high-powered LEDs, Quindor. I mean, I got 12-volt ones here. Is this gonna let me? Is this gonna boot? How do you make it boot onto the desktop when there's no HDMI cable plugged in? There's got to be a way, right? See, it won't let me currently show it. Is there a way I can well, I shouldn't have to. Is it in Raspberry config? Is there a way? Display options. Okay, but I don't have that installed right now. But how do I make it boot with the display on? Here. Desktop GUI required user login. Okay, but right now, that's not my problem. Right now, my problem is getting into the desktop. Let's see if this worked. Yes, I need to get rid of VNC. Yes, I agree. It is slow. Okay, I'll try that if this doesn't work. See, it's not. Ah, it's so annoying. Which was it? Adding HDMI force hot plug equals 1. Where do I put that? Where is the boot file again? Boot /config.txt. Where do I stick that hot HDMI thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. Try rebooting it again. Yes, I know. Yep. I got it. Got it. Wow, isn't this a pain? Come on. Boot faster. Okay, there we go. Yay. Although it's pretty low res, but that's okay. Please work. Why is there no LEDs on? Maybe because I can't find a camera, it's crapping out.
See ya.
Oh well, have a good day at school. Oh boy. Not turning the lights on. This is frustrating, plus. I just wanted to turn some lights on. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to get high res, that's all. This is annoying. I'm going to I'm going to try one more thing. Back in 1 second. Came back. So Yuz bought this really funky thing for Flynn. Something totally unrelated. Yeah. And let me show you. If I can plug it in. So it's it's for tracing. For doing tracing. It's an LED. Looks pretty funky. Not really bright enough, but I'm thinking maybe no, they're addressable LEDs. I can't just plug them into a power supply. Hang on. Let's see if I can get enough light, if it's making any difference. If I put it like that, not really. See, it's not very bright. It looks brighter on the camera, but that's actually not very bright. That's off. Level 1. Level 2. It's definitely, the light's kicking in the autofocus, which is interesting, but it's still not bright enough. Putting a hole through one of what? I'm not putting a hole through this thing I just showed you. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. This is Flynn's thing for his tracing. Okay, let's see if I can capture a better image, just with more light. I need to set up a proper rig, as I said. Until I've got a proper rig to mount the camera with proper lighting, it's all just...
Noxy says, can you hold the ring light you had before around the camera?
Still won't be bright enough. Oh, it's not letting me move it.
Alan Madsen says maybe put the panel on a box to bring it up, to get it closer to the cam.
No, I want it on the... yeah, it's not about getting it closer. I just wanted to get more lighting. I wanted to see if the lighting changed the focus. It's not, right? Like, the issue is going to be if only the center of the image is in focus. That's a problem.
Mark Olson says Alexa turn on fire.
Naughty, naughty. Didn't work though.
Alan Madsen says just do you have the cam in the right height?
Right, I'm not looking at getting it... Well, there is no right height. What I'm trying to determine is... If I can't get... If this focus only focuses in the middle of the lens and I get blurry on the side, this isn't going to work. Getting the camera closer to the item is just going to make that
Mark
worse.
Olson says the stream crashed the exact moment, so I didn't hear it say Alexa.
Okay, I don't think it's crashed here. Yeah, I don't want to have to focus stack 6 images, but anyway. I think for today, I need to.
Mark Olson says it was just a blip.
The DIY T-Rex macro photography rig might give you some ideas. Okay, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't want to have to focus stack images and then have to blend them together, because then I'm going to have more artificial distortion, and having to determine where they blend and stuff. I think that's, and the Pi's just not going to be fast enough for that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Photography booth cube thing. I do, but nothing I can mount. Like, the camera won't work with it, and I don't have. I can't stick it on my desk here. It won't fit. It's got to go over there because of the cable length and stuff. I just wanted to see if that focus thing was a lighting problem, or whether it was a just nature of the lens and what it is. It's not a matter of reading the silk. It's got to be in focus. It's got to be sharp, otherwise I can't do a comparison. I can't compare blurry pixels and non-blurry pixels to see if the images are right. This has nothing to do with your eyes. This is to do with image processing. Yeah, Chris, yeah, I get that. Yeah. It's given me a lot to think about. Yeah, it'll be a limitation on the lens. An unexpected limitation on the lens. Well, I didn't think it would be that bad. I figured it would be that bad, you know, if I was up much closer. Like if the board was in the entire frame.
Cable Tie says, speaking of being in focus, is it just me or is the logo out of focus?
Oh, it's probably out of focus. Better. It's also... It's very hard to focus on the LED lights because they blow out on the camera anyway. Can't just do as they do in the open. It's not the fisheye, it's the blur. I can correct fisheye, I can't correct blur. I can't get rid of blur. Yep. Yeah, I can't have any of the image blurry. It's as simple as that. Yeah, interesting. So I might be back to having to do mechanical movement again.
Mark Olson says Siri play Part Life.
Pro Engineer, no, it's not high res enough. Once again, a DSLR doesn't help me. If I've already got camera, if I'm moving the camera, I don't need any of that, including this camera. If I'm doing a stationary camera, a DSLR is not high res enough. The issue is whether it can have the whole frame in focus or not. The autofocus shouldn't make any difference. The autofocus is just setting the focus level. It's not telling it what to do with the edges of the frame. It's the lens. It's not about easier to see. It's about keeping it all in focus. Sorry, it's you're missing the whole point, Alan. Like it's not about where the thing is or the height of the thing. It's the fact is if the periphery of the image is not in focus, then I can't use it. I need it to take an in focus image from one end of the board to the other end of the board. It's all got to be in focus. If I can't do that, it doesn't matter. A DSLR with a good lens may be better.
Mark Olsen says you're doing it wrong, Sian.
Of course I'm doing it wrong. But a DSLR doesn't, like, again, a DSLR won't give me the resolution I need. If I have to move the camera, then I'm going back to this rig and I'm doing it the other way. The second I have to move the camera on the X and Y plane, right, then no, a DSLR is not the way to go. I've already got a solution for that here. I've got the cameras, I've got everything I need to do all that. I was trying to move away from having to do any X and Y movement. Single position. Excuse me. The camera might be, well, yeah, I need to get better lighting. Anyway, you move it a millimeter. It doesn't matter if I move it a millimeter or two. I still have to physically move it. If I'm moving it, first, I don't want to use a DSLR. Or I can't, yeah, anyway. Like, it's not a millimeter or two. But, yeah. Yeah. If I'm going to move it, I'd want it much closer and move it a lot and get more resolution. I have a CS mount adapter so I can put my expensive Nikon DSLR lenses on my... Cool. I can't do any of these things until I've got a rig, folks. So, yes, possibly focus stacking, possibly, might be a solution. And I can try that at some point when I have something set up that I can do proper lighting and whatever else. If I have to introduce any X, Y movement into it, then it defeats the entire purpose of looking at a single camera solution. Then I'm going to go back to this rig here and continue with that. I don't think the difference between manual and autofocus is going to make any difference to the edges of the periphery. Like it's just moving the focal point, the little motor, right? If the middle is in perfect focus and the sides aren't, that won't get fixed by manual focus. I don't think they can, Matiki. It's all part of the same mechanical structure. I'm not discounting how important the lens is. Sorry, what do you mean? No, I'm I'm not. Trust me, I'm not discounting. But I'm not using a DSLR in this process. It depends where I'm focusing on, though. If I'm going to move it around, then I'm going to move it to each board and capture each board individually, like my original plan. And then I don't need to capture something that's this wide. I'm only capturing the middle section, right? And I will use a global shutter camera and not have a focal issue at all. And I can even move it and stitch it all together into a big, massive image pretty fast. the thing I was trying to avoid, this is what I was trying to solve with this, was the requirement to not need to have to build something like this. Whoa, okay. That fell apart. Need to build something like this every time I wanted to make one. Right? I wanted to, if I could turn it all into a single camera solution, a single camera non-moving solution, that would allow me to reproduce them really quickly, so I can have many of them for many different tasks, and it would allow other people to reproduce them and make them at a very low cost. That was my aim for doing what I'm doing right now. And the second I go, well, it needs a DSLR, and I still need to move it around, I need some type of complex rig, and I need steppers and everything else like that, I've suddenly made it a much more complex project. Do you understand? So that was my aim for wanting to go back to a single camera solution, if I could. If I can't, I can't. The second I have to put any movement in it, I'm going back to a complex build. And if I'm doing that, I've got a solution already here that is working very badly from a stepper motor point of view, but quite well from an optics point of view. So I don't need another solution for mechanical, because I've already got one. You don't need this DSLR, you need this one. Yeah. So right, I need to do some proper testing. I want to build a rig. A rig will take me not long once I design one. It's just a whole bunch of extrusion. I need to work out how I'm going to light it, at least temporarily for now. And I need to have a fixed reproducible position and a movable height, even if it's manual, for the camera, so I can try and test it and see what I can do with it, right? And if I can't, like if I really have no solution with a single camera, then I'll stop and I'll go back to what I was doing before. But I will use this camera instead of that other one, instead of this one, right? I'll use this camera for the motion detection and the initial capturing and everything else, because I've got full control over it. Yeah, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Try a different unit to see if it's a curation. I don't think it's, like, it was working before. What's interesting is the high-res picture seemed to be blurry, but the video version of it wasn't. I find that a bit weird. So if I do this version, again, not enough light. I wonder if I can move it a bit, get that light out the way. Like that. Oh my god, I've got stuff everywhere. This doesn't look like it's got the focus problem when it's doing it like this. It's only when it kept, maybe it does, I don't know. Which camera? I'm using a, it's a global shutter camera. I can't show you the exact model of it right now, sorry. I don't remember. Come on, focus. See, this doesn't seem to have the out of focus on the edges. Maybe it does, and I just can't tell, right? Right, on a normal camera that has a zoom lens, the further away you are and the more you zoom in, the straighter everything becomes. I don't have lenses on here. I can't do any of that. Yeah, just this whole lighting thing. Anyway, I will get a version of this working for you all for some future date. I don't know when, right? And we'll have another look into it to see. I will get lights working on this rig, lights working with this camera, with my other my other system without the steppers going, so we can actually capture properly and see what we can get from it. Okay, I will get that working, not tomorrow morning. At some point in the future, I don't know when. Yeah, I promise, and we'll know then for sure, yes or no, if it's going to be even close to work, and if not, as I said, I will just use this camera as part of the normal setup for my stepper version, and we'll see what happens. Hey Andy Mouse, just in time. I think I'm going to call it. I need another coffee, and I have to get back to work. Oh boy. Yeah. So much to do. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for sticking around.
Matson says, God night, gaming time, sleep well to all, and have a great day to all others.
Thanks, Alan. I don't find the time, Ian. That's the problem. That's why it's been sitting here for so long, and that's why I'm still manually checking every panel under the microscope, which is frustrating. I would very much like to have a solution at some point. One day, maybe. Or I'll just buy one. We'll see how we go. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining, and have a great week. I will catch you all next week. And thanks to everyone for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Sorry about all the drop frames. Very annoying. There was a lot of them. Hopefully it'll be fixed next week. Bye, everyone.